Hello, music students. I'm so excited to be able to make music with you again. This is Mr. Holden. As you know, I'm Mrs. Holden, and we're ready to get started. Let's sing a hello song. Because we are in minor tonality. Could you sing that with me? Minor tonality. And when we're in minor tonality, our resting tone is La, La, Ti, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Sol, Fa, Mi, Re, Do, Ti, La. Would you echo some minor patterns with me? Please wait until I gesture you. So I'll breathe and give you a sign. La, Do, La. Ti, Si, Ti. La, Do, Mi. Mi, Re, Ti. Do, Mi, La. Ti, Si, Mi. Mi, Si, Ti. Do, Mi, La. Very nice. We happen to know a song in minor tonality. Some of my students are very familiar with this. It's called Canoe Song, and it goes like this. My paddles keen and bright, flashing with silver, follow the wild goose flight, dip, dip, and swing. Could you catch your oar, your paddle, however you want to row? Would you row a boat with me while I do the song? My paddles keen and bright, flashing with silver, follow the wild goose flight, dip, dip, and swing. My paddles keen and bright, flashing with silver, follow the wild goose flight, dip, dip, and swing. My paddles keen and bright, flashing with silver, follow the wild goose flight, dip, dip, and swing. Good job echoing. All right, so we are going to add an ostinato to this song. Now, if you're one of my music students, you know that an ostinato is a pattern that repeats. I said an ostinato is a pattern that repeats. Oh yeah, an ostinato is a pattern that repeats. An ostinato is a pattern that repeats. Why do I keep repeating myself? Because it's an ostinato. It's a pattern that repeats. An ostinato is a pattern that repeats. What's an ostinato? It's a pattern that repeats. Now I think you got it, yeah? All right, so we're going to make up an ostinato to go with the song. It actually is the last phrase of the song, which just goes dip, dip, and swing, dip, dip, and swing. Dip, dip, and swing, dip, dip, and swing. Keep going, dip, dip, and swing. Sing it with me, dip, dip, and swing. Mr. Holden will dip, dip, and swing. And you'll sing that part that goes dip, dip, and swing. While I sing something different, we won't be the same. Here we go. My paddle's keen and bright, flashing with silver. Follow the wild goose flight, dip, dip, and swing. One more time. My paddle's keen and bright, flashing with silver. Follow the wild goose flight, dip, dip, and swing. Nice work. All right, so the links that we're going to be sending you for this week's music lessons are going to be exploring some instruments. So I was trying to think of some ways that you could play this ostinato if you sang it first and then kind of were like, I want to do something else. So if you have a piano in your house, there's one way you could do it is find D on the piano keyboard. So the black notes on the piano are organized in groups of 2 and 3. And if you find a group of 2 right in the middle of the piano, the white note in between those 2 black notes is our D. And then if you go to the left, 1 white note, you'll hit C. And so you could play the ostinato like this. D, D, C, D, 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 C, D. My paddle's keen and bright, flashing with silver. Follow the wild goose flight, dip, dip, and swing. You could also use a recorder, which I'm not sure where my recorder went. I think it's in the kitchen, Mr. Holden. Could you grab it? And you could play the recorder for dip, dip, and swing. So on the recorder, what you're going to want to do is cover all the holes on the recorder, including the thumb hole, which I'll show you in just a second. And you're going to want to squeeze real tight to make sure you plug them up with your fingers, and that will give you a C. If you lift your pinky up, you'll have the D. So actually, I'll have Mr. Holden model since he's already doing that. So if you can see him, can you lean forward just a little bit? If he puts all his fingers down on that recorder, and he's got the thumb hole covered too on the back, just show them C. Yeah, and he's blowing very gently because the rules of a recorder are left hand on top, don't blow too hard, and cover the holes completely. I'll say it again. Left hand on top, don't blow too hard, cover those holes completely. That'll be your C, and your D will be when you pick up your pinky, then you'll have your D. So nice and slow, show him the D, D, C, D. He's gonna play the ostinato once and I'll sing the song. And you can try it at home too if you have a recorder. My paddle's keen and bright, flashing with silver. Follow the wild goose flight, dip, dip, and swing. Now, if you don't have an instrument at home, we have one more idea for you. You need an adult for this one because you're going to use glass containers. It took some experimenting, and I'll include a science link just to kind of explain how water and glass work to make vibration and sound. All right. So it took some experimenting. The amount of water in the container will affect the sound. So the more water you put in a container, the slower the vibrations when you hit the glass, and the lower the pitch. The less water, the higher it'll be. And this is a smaller container too, so you'll have to do some experimenting. It'll be a great science project, but you might be able to get a my paddle's keen and bright, flashing with silver. Follow the wild goose flight, dip, dip, and swing. So I'll put a link with this that will show you the science kind of behind this and help you experiment a little bit with the sounds. All right, I'm gonna sing the song one more time and not do anything else so that you can add your own ostinato to it. Here we go. My paddle's keen and bright, flashing with silver. Follow the wild goose flight, dip, dip, and swing. My paddle's keen and bright, flashing with silver. Follow the wild goose flight, dip, dip, and swing. It was great making music with you today, and I will see you next week. Have fun with this lesson and experimenting, and we'll see you soon.